GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Sheen Lac Specialty Coatings, always shining Sheen Lac.
டார்லிங் மொபைல் உலகின் சூப்பர் ஸ்டார்.
Tell me how you get into the head of a character. Yes, obviously the director is there, and thank you. Obviously the director is there, and he's like telling you this is what you're in, this is the previous scene, this is the next scene, telling you all that thing. You have the lines in front of you, but you're actually enacting that shot at that point. How do you get into that zone? Is this enough, or do you do some extra music? For example, like how they say, some people, if they're in an angry shot, they listen to heavy metal, or if they do some, I don't know what it is. But is there any special thing that you do?
Honestly, no.
No.
I don't do any such things. Like even if I'm doing an emotional scene, I'll be cracking some jokes on the other side.
And then you switch on.
I switch on. I because I can't be like, unless and until it's like a very very serious film. But you know what? Even for Sanikism, I've not done that. Like where
You just said,
I have to
yeah,
go this side, stab people. Here, I think I'll be coming and cracking jokes with Arun or something else. So I don't know. I don't believe that's how. I mean, for me at least, I believe that's not how it works for me. If I have to be in the mood of the character the entire day, I feel like I will not be myself for a lot number of days.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want to do that. I should be myself when I'm off the camera. I should be myself, and then I come back, I do it, and I go.
Sorry to interrupt, but let's take your character Raghu Thatha, right?
Yeah.
Give me an example of some prep that you did.
So my main prep is what my director wants. What my director wants, I will sit with him. I will go through the scene, and I don't believe like before I go into the shot, these certain things I do, and then I get my character. No. So I shoot for the first 2-3 days, right? So when I shoot for it, I see what is his wavelength. I see what he wants. And so some people like improvisations, some people don't. Comedy requires a lot of improvisations. So I will ask him, can I do this? And he will say, yes, try it out. So then I know, okay, this person likes it. So say if Suman was someone who says, no, you can't do, just do something on the script, I'll not have the space to do anything that I want. So then I'll have to like play with what is there already on the paper. But Suman's not like that. It's comedy, we have timing, and we have a lot of other great actors, and you get to like discuss with them. So when he sees me discussing, so say even MS Bhaskar sir, I discuss something with him and we say, can we do this? So, his tone of him liking it or not, that will give me a lead to what he likes and what he doesn't like in the first few days.
Yeah.
And I will just take
That lead.
yeah, I'll just take that lead. And further I will know, okay. And then say, he might freeze me on some expressions and say, hey, this one I really like. And then I'll know, okay, so he likes me if I laugh this way. He likes it when I smile this way. He likes it when I look this way. So I want the director to be happy. I am a director's actor. So I want him to be happy. And to see how I can bring something from my side along with whatever he wants. So that will add my style to it as well. So I just try to do like a nice blend of both.
Right. So give me one example of something that Keerthy Suresh brought to the character of Kayal Vidi in Raghu Thatha.
I think what you have been seeing in the film, the hair flip, I think I did that.
That's yours? Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's a very period thing where you do that, and it's long hair, and I think for men it was a big deal. I think it's still a big deal for some men. So like you do that little flip, and these are like small things, but there are even like a lot of dialogues or a lot of small reactions, or he was even okay when I said, can we do like these little few angles here and there? He was up for it.
Yeah.
He was always up for it. He's like, yeah, let's do that, let's take this, let's do that. So when you have that freedom with your director, nothing like it.
Right.
It's amazing to work that way.
Who was the exact opposite, which is the director who said, I want you to stand exactly there under that light and on that X mark and lift your hand exactly that way, and that.
I know someone, but I'm not going to name. It won't be right. I will tell it to you after the interview.
So you have had that experience.
Definitely.
Selva's supposed to be a director like that.
You really?
Yeah,
But
he's very precise about
Yeah?
what he
Okay,
wants, but
okay.
you've not acted with it under him.
under him, I acted with him.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Thank you, chef.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us what all these things are?
This is the stir fry veg chicken.
Okay.
Oh, so
Veg.
it's chicken.
Yeah,
Veg chicken.
Yeah, veg chicken like soya.
Oh,
It's
so
made with soya.
Soya.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
Same like filling chicken.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That one chicken, sir.
Okay.
So then it's veg.
Yeah.
That one kunafa threaded paneer, sir.
Oh, that's paneer. Good.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
inside of the paneer, topping threaded with Arabian.
Worms.
Okay. Okay.
That one poricha paratha chettinad paneer tacos
Okay.
fusion. That one mushroom tuplaks inside of the cheese
Okay.
stuffing. That one Mexican wrap.
Okay.
Wow. So
And
many
That's a
vegetarian
bakala cheesecake.
Oh, baklava.
Baklava
Thank you so much.
cheesecake.
Ah,
So
This Arabian, that one also.
superb.
Thank you so
Thank
much for this
Chef.
wonderful
Thank you.
spread. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
It feels, thank you.
Yeah.
It feels so nice to see such vegetarian.
Yeah, all in your honor. So, hey, but tell me, how was acting like when you were a child actor? Was it like just fun and games, or did you already say that, okay, this is where I want to be? I know you did that fashion designing thing and all that, but when you were in front of the lights and camera as a child actor, what was that like?
You know, limelight is something that I always wanted, even as a child. I'll tell you when.
I love that you're saying that, because a lot of people, won't admit that.
No, I mean seriously, that's what I wanted. I'm happy to be here, and when I used to walk around with my mom, so they were, you see people clicking pictures with her, taking her autographs, and you know what I used to do when when she used to give pictures, I used to like peep in, and when she used to give autographs, I'd be like, I wish someone asked my autograph. And when I was a child, I started practicing how my autograph will be. I used to like write on a book and see how I'll be doing it in the future. So somewhere as a kid, I always had that in my heart.
When you say kid, like roughly, like maybe 10 years old?
Lesser than that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like even like
You were practicing your autograph when you were less than 10?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to do that. So I had a book. So I had a book where I used to collect everyone's autographs, and along with that, I used to see this as well. I used to sign, and I used to see in the mirror. I used to act. I used to give some situations to myself, and I'll just like act it out, which my parents have not seen.
Wow.
They've not seen. This is me in front of the mirror doing some monkey business. I loved doing all that. I watch all my dad's films that he's produced, the films that my mom acted in, and she keeps sharing stories about how it happened, all that, how it started, and I was always fascinated. I was always fascinated, and I always wanted it. So it was something that I always wanted. It's not something which like happened out of the blue. It was always something that I wanted. Even fashion was like, I wanted to be in cinema.
Right.
I wanted to be in cinema. So fashion, I took up fashion. I thought, chalo, like in case I don't end up acting,
Right.
let me be like a costume designer, like a good stylist. Let me be somewhere. So I liked being. I wanted to be on the creative side, and something in cinema for sure. So I thought, okay. So when I took up fashion, so it's because I told my dad, listen, I want to act. He said he's not going to let me act because he's a producer. He'll not produce a film for me. I said, hey, come on, you should be able to do this. He said, no. If this is meant for you, this will happen by itself. I'm not going to do anything by myself. Those words I value so much today, because if he had done it, and I wouldn't know the value of it, you know. I'm so glad he didn't introduce me. I'm so glad he didn't do that. And I finished my 12th and I said, hey, my studies are done. he was like, that is not it. You need to study something further. So then I was like, what do I do now? Okay, chalo, like I'll do design, and probably if I don't get to act, then I'll become a stylist in the industry. And worst case, if not that, maybe I can get into modeling and then try my luck. So I had my plans, but God had other plans. But this is my plan. And after that, I think when I was doing my third year, that's when Priyan uncle called me. And he said, Geetanjali. And when he offered me that role, in the beginning, I was just taken aback. I was like, double role, and I'm just doing my college. I've not even finished my. At that point of time, my mind was like, I need to finish my studies. What if I go act, and what if it doesn't work for me? I need a backup career, you know. So I had to finish, but this happened, and I was like, I was a little terrified when he called, and my dad calling me and telling me that you are doing this. So I don't and I think it's all like God played all the games, because if not for Priyan uncle, I don't think my dad would have said yes, because he always wanted it to happen organically, and he also had this fear of, will my daughter know to act? What will she do if it doesn't work for her?
Well, then they watched Sanikaidam and Mahanati, and they didn't kind of, yeah.
So all this happened, and it just fell in place. And I think after the first few days of Geetanjali, I was like, yeah, this is where I wanted to be, and I am here. So
Nice.
yeah.
And now, I don't know, do people still ask for autographs?
Some people do.
Because I thought now it's mostly selfies.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, 99% it is selfies. But you know, I was working like just like 1 week back. I'm working with this actor Suhas. He acted in Color Photo. I'm doing this film called Uppu Kappurambo. It's a very funny film. It's a very quirky film. And we just finished shooting, and Suhas wanted an autograph. I was like, and it was like a cute little book. I could remember my autograph book in my young days, like my childhood days. It was tiny, cute pink color book. It was so cute. I was like, wow. And then I opened it, and he had so many autographs of all celebrities, all personalities he looks up to, and I was like, wow. And then I signed an autograph. It felt so special. I mean, autograph, I think, is a feeling. No matter how many pictures you take. I have an autograph from Rajani sir, and I have laminated it, and I've kept it at home. And
I have one from K. Balachandar.
wow.
I don't know if I still have it as my Facebook picture or what, but it was very valuable to me. I know what you mean.
It is. I don't know. I actually find autographs more personal than a picture. I mean, pictures are great.
No, because somebody's taking the trouble to write something.
Right, to write. And so when they write your name, there is date, you get to see their handwriting.
Yeah.
I think it's more personal than a picture any day.
Yeah.
So I love I love writing autographs, and I love taking as well.
Be careful about saying this, because after this interview, people might start extending autograph books
I
in
would
front
be
of you.
happy to. I'd be happy
But I'm
to.
so happy that all that pre-10-year-old practicing with the autographs
I
has
know.
paid off.
It
You
has.
were able to sign Suhas's, book.
Yeah, I
So
was.
after Mahanati, right? You do a Mahesh Babu film. You do a Rajnikant film. These are again fairly not very complex roles compared to Mahanati, Sani Kaidam and all that. Do you sometimes do these roles because there's a certain energy in the actor, you want to work with them, you want that on your resume,
Definitely.
you want to tick off that bucket list thing?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I was supposed to do another film around the same time when I did Anate with Rajni sir. I mean, I can't name the other film, but I could not think of losing the opportunity of working with Rajni sir. So then I chose it over that. And that was in my bucket list. I honestly wanted to be like, even if I'm a background actor in one of Rajni sir's films, I would have been okay. So I've said this in an interview long back, like I wanted to just share the screen space with him. So for me to have such an important role alongside him in that film, was just, I don't know, I was on cloud nine working with him, and it was a great experience working with him, knowing him, talking to him. I wanted to, those memories, I cherished them.
Right.
So, and that's more important to me. So, and yeah, I have ticked it off my bucket list.
Yeah.
I have ticked Chiranjeevi sir. And I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
That's why I want them. And that's why
Yeah.
I want to do these kind of films.
It's a different kind of autograph.
It
You know,
is.
it's a kind of a memory.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's something that I can go see. Like Rajni sir, like me, my mom, my grandmom, my sister, when we are home, like even today, if we see Muttu or Padiyappa playing, we'll do that we do.
Yeah.
It's like the minute you see that man, it just comes. So, and I've also heard stories from mom
Yeah,
about
because
how
Netrikan, yeah.
how stylish Rajni sir is, and I've seen that to myself now. He has a persona, he has a style, and whatever you see on screen, most of it is him.
Yeah.
So like, you know, நம்ம வியப்பா பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல, like, so when I was at shoot with him, I just used to like look, just like gaze at him and like, wow, I can't believe I'm working with this man, I'm sitting right here. And the kind of energy he has, like, so when they say shot ready, when they say he'll just get up. He'll just get up and work.
Yeah.
That's the energy he has. And he shared a lot of beautiful stories about how he got into the industry, how he was when he used to be a conductor. All these are like, wow, like
Yeah.
these are stories that you've heard, and to hear it from him directly, you're like, this is what I wanted. So
Yeah.
I love doing
Just the
it.
time spent
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
certain
with them.
actors.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, it's just worth the.
Yeah, it makes a lot of difference for me, and it's definitely worth it.
Right. I'm not sure how to eat this though, because it's like.
I think you should, like, it's already dipped.
Wow.
Yeah, I think you take one. It's yum. Wow. It's a lot of good food.
Difficult to eat and talk.
I know. I'm trying to be as poised as possible because this is an interview. Otherwise, I would have finished half of this.
Oh, please help yourself.
No, even I can't eat and talk.
But I'm happy that there's paneer inside, because paneer is one of my
Go-to protein?
go-to protein. Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm very easily
For me as
available.
well,
Yeah. So you know, you've done a lot of characters that are human beings, but Buji was very different in terms of it's
I was like, where are you getting to, human being to what?
yeah, to this. I asked you about your prep for other characters, right? What was your prep for voicing a thing, a bot?
About, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's a funny story how this started. Nagi offered me another role in the film, which I was not very sure of. And he said...
That's a human role?
That was a human role. And I was not very sure of that. But later he messaged me one day and he was like, do you want to peep through a wall at least? I said, I would love to in your film. And then he came up with this.
Wait. You're ready to peep through a wall, but you don't want to do the other role.
So, no. So, I mean, his film, I know I will end up doing something in his film. And I'm actually glad I said no to the other character because I was able to do this one. Because
Was it Annabelle's character?
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying which character it is. So, no, Annabelle's character was really nice. It was
Yeah.
a very nice character and she did it very well. So, this one, so he called me and he said, listen, I want you to be there in the film. Like, and he said, there is this very interesting character, which is a voice. So you have to voice for an AI bot. So I didn't understand in the beginning. So I said, so you don't need me for the shoot? He said, no, I just need your voice. I'm like, wow, this is different. The minute I heard it, I said, yes, I'm doing it. And you won't believe, I did this series called Bhairava and Buji. So this happened before the film. So I did this without Nagi being in Chennai. So I did it with his team. So actually, until I did the film, I didn't even meet Nagi. He was on calls. He was in Zoom calls, he would guide me, and then we would do it. So then I went for the film. When I went to dub the film, I had a ball of a time because there's 4 different languages. It's Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, and Hindi. So, and Nagi, he has a great sense of humor. So the way how he helped me carry the character. So I think in the beginning I tried doing something with it which wasn't right. I tried dubbing it in a very different way. It didn't work. So he told me this is not working, and he guided me properly. He said this way, this way. So I thought
This way as in what? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm gonna
be
say.
gentle.
When I say this way, it's like there are different kind of voice modulations, right? Some might not work. So I'll tell you. So because it's a bot, I thought it's just a voice and there's no expression on that bot, right? It's just blank throughout. It's not, so there's no lip sync. So I thought it's going to be easy. I thought it's going to be very easy. It's less time consuming because there's no lip sync. You just have to say those lines and move forward. But it didn't work that way. Like when you do certain expressions, so like certain lines, so say for example, I'm just saying, Bhairava, ena paru, abdina, if I'm saying, there are 4-5 ways of putting it across. I can say it in Bhairava, ena paru, Bhairava, ena paru, Bhairava, ena paru. I can say anything. So because there's no lip sync, I can say it however I want, right? But only something will match the bot. It's not like all these modulations will match the bot. Only certain kind of modulations will match the bot. So that was very challenging for me. I was like, man, this doesn't have any expression, but it's not that everything is going on this in this kutti munji. You know, it's like it's not easy. And once I finished Telugu, when I was going over to Tamil was entirely different. Tamil, Vivek brother, his lyricist, Vivek bro did it. And so obviously the dialogues had to change according to the language. And if you try to dub it how exactly I did Telugu, or if I try to do Malayalam like how I did Tamil, it won't work. It could be the same way of expressing it, but it doesn't work. It just changes according to every language. So when I do Telugu, I do it in a certain way. So I had to give like 5-6 modulations, hear it out on the screen, on the bot, and see which one worked for Buji. And then you feel like, hey, this is more Buji.
Right.
And then you choose that. So I had to give so many options. So for a normal film, like for a human, when you dub and when there are reactions on the face, you actually can't give too many options. You can't give too many variations. Here I had to give so many variations and see what goes with this character.
Yeah.
So it was actually very challenging. And because it's a voice, I need people to feel my presence there. It was very challenging. And it was very challenging to do in all 4 languages. And all 4 languages were different. Hindi was different, Tamil was different, Telugu was different, Malayalam was different. And it's the same, pretty much the same content everywhere, but everything was different.
Yeah.
So I think this is the best dubbing that I ever had. Like there was so much fun at dubbing, and this will be like a memory. I had a great time and I'm looking forward to the next part.
Yeah. So, there's Raghu Thatha coming up, and the Suhas film is coming up.
Yeah.
Then what else is on your plate?
So I think first one is Raghu Thatha, which is releasing on August 15th, and I have Revolver Rita.
Yeah, that's a fantastic title, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm very kicked about that one
Is
as
there
well.
an action movie by any chance?
It's a comedy film. It's going to
Okay.
be a comedy.
You're really in this zone right
in
now.
this zone. I am in this zone
Yeah.
because Suhas's film Upka Purambu is also it's more of comedy spoof, very quirky, and I think it'll be coming towards the beginning of the next year. And then between this sandwiched will be Baby John. I think around December 25th they've announced. So yeah, I have all these coming up.
And after Revolver Rita?
After Revolver Rita, I think they've not announced. I think should be around before the end of this year.
You've shot.
We've done.
You're
We've
done.
finished. We
Done.
finished with shoot. They're working on the post. And after that is Baby John. After that will be Uppu Kappuram.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm waiting to see how things go. And then after that, I'll sign my next.
Right. So if I am a director and I've got to give you a script that'll hook you and say, I want to do this movie, what does that have to have?
The content in the first place.
Yeah, content in what? Like, should it be never done before? Should it be science fiction? Should it be?
As long as it's something that I have not done before. It could be something that someone else has done it,
Right.
but that doesn't matter to me. If I haven't done it, it's fresh to me.
Right.
And I want to keep getting better with every single movie. So if I can challenge myself with that, I'll be happy. And if it's an experimental script, I don't mind. I would love to. And the kind of characterization. Some characters have certain quirks to it, which is very interesting. And so anything that's different on the plate, I'm happy.
Right.
I'm very happy.
Have you seen Ullurku?
Ullurka, I've not been able to watch, no.
It's a fantastic
I
film.
know.
Yeah,
I heard so
but
much
but
about
what I
it.
wanted to ask you in that is, would you be okay acting in a movie in that space, because that's not a really commercial space.
Yeah.
But your job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love, like,
Yeah.
Sanikailam was also not very commercial.
Yeah.
So any.
But at least it had some action, that way that yeah.
Yeah, but I'm okay as long as it's something that I've not done before, be it any given genre, any kind of character, something that's different, something where I can challenge myself, something which could lead to me doing something else.
Fantastic.
I would love to do that. I never want to stick to certain kind of characters. I think I've always tried experimenting. I've done quite a lot of things, which when I turn back and see, I'll be like, oh damn, how did I have the guts to do this? But I'm happy that I'm doing that, and I want to keep doing that. I don't want to stick to a certain kind of genre or a certain kind of film. I want to do everything possible.
Fantastic. And on a final note, can we end this interview by
Eating something? No.
eating something? Yeah, but also can you just say in your bougie voice how the food is?
Bougie voice. Bougie voice actually comes out with the little correction that they do in the post, but still. Hey, Bhairava, food ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. இந்த வெஜிடேரியன் ஆப்ஷன்ஸ்லாம் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. நான் இதை எதிர்பார்க்கவே இல்லை.
Awesome. Thank you, and a big toast to you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Cheers again.
all the best for Raghu Thatha.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Sheen Lac Specialty Coatings. Always shining. Sheen Lac.
டார்லிங் மொபைல் உலகின் சூப்பர் ஸ்டார்